Hello guys, I'm back. And today we'll talk about yet another new topic is that should kids be allowed to stay up as late as they want? So this is another topic that is quite really hot on parental forums, and today we're gonna discuss about it. So there are two opinions and why. So the first opinion is yes, because you should follow your biological clock. But the second opinion is no, because it can be harmful if you don't get enough of sleep. So both opinions seem right. So today we're gonna find out which one is more correct. Okay. So before we found out which one is more correct, we'll look into this board. So this is the time that experts recommend us to sleep every day. So these are the stages in our life, and these are the recommended hours of sleep per day. So for newborn, which is 2 to 3 months old, they should sleep to 14 to 17 hours or no recommendation from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. For infants, 4 months to a year, they should sleep half a day or 16 hours per day, including naps. For toddler from 1 to 2 years, they should sleep 11 to 14 hours, including naps. Preschool from 3 to 5 years old, they should sleep 10 to 13 hours, including naps. And to teen and school age from the 6 to 12 years old, we should sleep 9 to 12 hours per day. For the teens, we should sleep 8 to 10 hours per day. So as you see, the amount of sleep we need each day decrease as we grow up. It is because when you grow up, your body produces a hormone that makes you feel more less likely to become tired, and you can stay up later. You tend to become a night owl because of the hormone that form in your body as you grow up. So that is the reason why many parents say that their children are starting to stay up later when they grow up. So this is called the circadian rhymes. This is basically our biological clock, and it tells us when to sleep and when to awake. So there are the different times in our day and the different things that happen in those times. In 2 hours in the morning, you have the deepest sleep. And then on 4 hours, you have the lowest body temperature. On 6:45, you have the sharpest blood pressure rise as you wake up. And then on 7:30, the melatonin secretion starts. So melatonin is a hormone that is produced to make you feel more asleep. It makes you feel more tired, and it adjusts you to the darkness. And as you see, you go through the course of the day. When it's 9 o'clock in the night, the melatonin secretion starts. So it is usually the times that you will start to feel tired. And for teenagers, usually 10 hours is when you will go to bed, because at that time, if you go to bed and you sleep until 6 o'clock in the morning and then have a 1 hour nap in the noon, you will have enough of 9 hours of sleep that day. So usually I will go to sleep at 10 o'clock to assure that I have enough sleep. And these in 9 o'clock, the melatonin secretion starts. And that is the time that you will start to become weary. So now we'll talk about the pros and cons of letting kids stay up late. So the pros is that they can listen to their biological clock and know when to go to sleep. So maybe that your biological clock tell you to sleep at 10 hours at night, but your children's biological clock say that they should sleep at 11 hours at night. So different people have different biological clock, and letting kids stay up as late as they want can benefit them because they can learn how to listen to their biological clock. That can also means that they can have a higher responsibility to their body, and that can make them feel like they have freedom. Like last video I talked about it, if you do not regulate your children and you let them free, that could make them feel good because they feel that they do have some control over how they live. After talking about the pros, we'll move to the cons. The cons is obviously they can be irresponsible, and that is irresponsibility can lead to sleep deprivation and frustrated emotion and bad moods in the morning. So although you can let your kids stay up as late as they want, you still need to teach them to have responsibility so that they can get to bed when their body need it. We'll also talk about the pros and cons of setting the bedtime. So the first pros of setting a fixed bedtime is that the parents will have some time together to relax. That is actually really beneficial to the parents, and they do need it because the parents are really stressed out with all the things that they do a whole day, and they do need a times to break. That is when you go to bed. So earlier bedtime can also mean that your memory will be improved because your brain have time to relax. And according to the rule of memory, before you go to bed, you read something that you need to memory, then you sleep and you don't care about it. The next morning, you will remember it. It is according to the rule of memory. Also, sleeping early can help you to prevent cancer, although you still have a high chance that other animals on Earth to have cancer due to the Pareto paradox. So here, the cons of having a fixed bedtime. The cons is that your circadian rhythms can be disordered. So what I mean here is that you can have, so it's like you have to go to bed earlier than your circadian rhythm expect you to, and that can really be bad because it can make you to be frustrated of your parents. They don't let you control your sleep, or you can have some mental health problem too. That is really bad. So after talking about the pros and cons of both two situations, a fixed bedtime and a free bedtime, my opinion is that yes, you can let your kids stay up as late as they want because you should teach your kids to follow their biological clock. It is really important. And if they know how to follow their biological clock, it can benefit them when they grow up. Also, sleeping later also means more flexibility because you don't have a fixed bedtime and you can go out to watch the movie or do anything a little bit later into the night. And the key point is that we should go to sleep whenever we need it. It is the key point, most important things. And I think that your kids should have a freedom over when they go to bed. So that is everything about our report today. Here are the two links to the chart on slide 3 and the links to the information on this presentation. That's all for today, and see you next time.